Yo, my name's Reed, and I'm a solo game designer creating Rogue Hex. It's a roguelite and a 4X. You can craft a deck of cards and use it to conquer the world. Think Civilization meets Slay the Spire. This is update number 1, the Ancient Era. Hey folks, welcome to the Ancient Update. This is the latest Rogue Hex closed alpha build, and I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna play through the build and just think out loud about things that I've changed or new things that I've added as I go. So let's jump right in. To start, we have our patch notes over here, and that includes our nice nested tooltip system. So you can mouse over anything if you want to see what it is, see how it's changed, or just get a reminder about how it works. So if you are on the closed alpha and you want to see the full patch notes, they're right here on the main menu. And if you're not in the closed alpha yet and you'd like to join, go ahead and hop in our Discord, linked in the description, and I'd be happy to give you a key. So I'm going to start a new game here, just on normal mode, with the cave person, who's our starting leader. This loading screen art is new. It's from the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. I recently visited there and I was inspired by it, so I found some high-res images and threw them in the game. So let's see how our start is here. It's not amazing. We do have a few forests and a sheep. That's nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move over here and I'm going to settle next to this village. Normally you would just step on that to capture it and get a gift, but I'm going to settle on it instead because there's a new feature I added that actually gives you science and production for owning a village as part of your city. So that'll give you a little bit of a boost. I've added some new developments as well. I think baths is new and sentries is also new. I'm going to minimize this for a sec. Sentries is useful if you're on a hill, and we did settle on a hill here because it gives you a vision bonus and allows you to see through forests. So if you're already on high ground, you get a really good view. So I've gone ahead and done that to kind of accelerate my exploration here. I can see we have some more villages to the west and the east, some wheat, maybe I'll expand that way, and some berries. Berries are new. They just give you a little food boost when you click on them. And I just remembered I want to change something in my settings as well. I'm going to turn on this hint here, and you'll see what that is in a sec. So let's start exploring. I'm going to send my barbarian warrior here over to the east. This is Yurag. The units have unique names now, so I think it's kind of fun. I'm going to pop this Stargaze, and that should give me a tech level. Sweet. You might have noticed too that the art is a lot taller than it used to be. It used to be just like maybe half this size, like a horizontal painting. And I reworked the display so that I could have big, tall, vertical cards, which I think is nice. A little bit more like a borderless card from Magic or Pokemon, something like that. I was inspired by those beautiful things. What do I want to take here? I like carpentry. It's going to give me some wood, which is a new currency that's used for building structures. And this will give me access to a sawmill, which will allow me to get a steady income of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And take a sawmill, draft that into my hand. Great. I don't have enough labor to play this now, so that's going to go in my discard pile, but that's all right. And I think I'll call it there for my first turn. Ah, and here's that tip option that I turned back on coming in clutch. So I forgot to use some of my extra food here, and food is a resource that expires if you have leftovers when your turn ends. So I would have wasted one food, but I added this little hint to let people know that you can zoom in on your city and use that food before the turn ends. So in this case, I'm going to use it to expand and capture this sheep tile here. I think that'll come in handy in a bit. Okay. So there's a barbarian scout coming from the west. He hasn't seen me yet, I think because the forest is kind of hiding my city. But I'll just need to keep an eye on that in case he discovers my city. Okay, got a nice gift from the village here. What do I want to take? Well, none of these are really what I need right now. I'm actually going to spend my 1 faith to reroll and see if I can get something better. Nice. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Local guide. So I'll get a free scout.
Yo.
And now I can start exploring properly. Okay, there's a barbarian camp to the east. I think their scout has probably gone this way. So I will try and take him out with this warrior before I head home with him. And in the meantime, I'm going to kind of walk my scout, I guess to the north. Let's see what's up here. I'd love to play that settler, but I don't have enough food. That's a real bummer. I have to choose between science and production here, but production will give me a level. So let's pop that. And then I do have one, yeah, I have one labor left over. So I can play the Stargaze in my hand, and I'm actually going to upgrade it so that I can play it and get that 6 science right away. It's pretty big. So I'll get a science level now when I end my turn. What else can I do? Forgot to mention a lot of the stuff that's new or changed. So the art is changed. Everything is smooth shaded now. So the sheep actually are not smooth shaded yet. They're one of the few things I haven't changed over. You can see the sheep looks kind of angular, like a classic low poly kind of style. And everything else looks a lot smoother, right? Like the wheat and this warrior, the deer. So everything used to be flat shaded like the sheep, and everything now is smooth shaded. Funny enough, I have been playing some like old school RuneScape lately, and something about it just feels so nostalgic and chill. I really like that visual style, and that influenced the change in direction a little bit. I also changed the color palette for all of the currencies and also all the tiles. So I think it just looks a little bit more coherent now, and I upgraded the UI as well. So a lot of art changes. Okay, I'm out of food. Oh no, I do have 1 food. So let's use that. I will feed Marseille. And I think that'll be it. I'm gonna go ahead and return. Okay, so this scout here, well, I'll show in a sec, but he just discovered my city. I changed the way that the texts get parceled out. So you can see on the tech tree here, I drafted carpentry before, and now I'm given the option of drafting wheels and also craftsmanship. So it used to be you draft a tech and whatever came next was just totally random. Now you're guaranteed to see the next tech in the tree after you unlock something, which I think increases player agency a little bit, and gives you more access to powerful techs because you'll see them as a guarantee after you draft an entry level tech like hunting. And I think that just kind of accelerated the game a little bit and made it more fun. I really like this grindstone. This is a new relic. It gives me 1 production whenever I play a card. I'm gonna go for that. And I don't have the horses required to play this chariot right now, but I will grab it in case. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna show this off. So when you discover a card, when I unlock a technology, the card is added to my library. So your library, you can think of it as like everything that you're aware of, every card that you have knowledge of lives in your library. And when you draft, all those cards have a chance of appearing. So now anytime I draft, there's a chance of a chariot appearing. You can also choose to draft one directly into your hand when you discover it, but I don't want this chariot at the moment because I don't have the horses required to play it. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip and keep my deck nice and light. There's that grindstone relic. I'll take that. So now I get 1 production every time I play a card, which is cool. I think I'll get to play 2 cards this turn. As I mentioned before, this scout, you can see the exclamation point. He just discovered my city. So it would be good to deal with him as soon as possible. Otherwise, he's going to run back to his encampment, and they'll send a raiding party out to come attack my city. In the meantime, I'm going to have Urag attack this camp over here. I get a little damage boost because I'm on the hills and this guy's on flat ground, so I get a charge bonus. There's another scout here. I wonder if he's from this encampment. He might be from a different one. I'm not sure. Okay, that's cool. There's a village up there. I'm gonna play Scheme and move toward it. I added unit barks as well, so like units have little quips, almost Warcraft 3 style, and you click on them now. And when they move, they say things. The scout's actually me. It's just me going, all right, yeah, all right. It's kind of funny. And I got my friends to do some of the other ones. Oh, that's lucky. I do like Kiln. It's a free upgrade. I didn't get to play the settler this time. You know what? I'm gonna upgrade settler because I think it'll come back around. I only have 3 more cards in my draw pile, and then that settler, which is in my discard pile, will come back around, and I'll get a free level. And there's something cool I want to show off with it, actually. So, yeah, let's start coming back to home with the scout. I don't want to get too far from home. He's done his attack. I think I can level up Marseille by feeding it. Let's do that. What do I want to take? I'll take a breakthrough. Take a free breakthrough. Always good. Always good. And I don't have much science income, so let's take writing. I do want to draft right into my hand. It's a very powerful card, so it gives me 2 science for each card in my hand. Can't play it now, but it will come in handy later. And I think that is it for me. Turn. Okay, so there are a lot of scouts discovering our city right now. This guy just got a view on it. He's on the hill here, so he was able to look down in the valley and see Marseille. He's snooping around. He'll start going back to his camp next turn. I'm going to clean up this camp. And one change I made is units can... well, I'll get to that in a sec. I juiced the level up. I don't know if you saw that little lightning strike and the barbarian went, yeah! That's new. Let's take damage. I think I'm going to be fighting a lot of barbarians right now, so let's do that. I'm going to move to collect the gold. So yeah, that's a change. You can move after attacking now. While I'm over here, I may as well be cheeky and grab this gift, and then I'll send him back home to deal with some of these barbarians that are near our home. And actually, I'm going to take conditioning and throw it down on Rag here. Oh, and I got a production level from the grindstone. So I played that card. I got a production, and that was enough to level up. I'm going to draft now. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I got a rare card. I got Survey. Survey's great. It's just an engine, especially strong in the early game. It gives you loads of plans when you play it, and you draw another card. That's pretty sweet. I don't have enough food to play this warrior, and I want another warrior. I only have 1, and there's a lot of threats right now near home, but I do have gold, and gold can replace any cost that I can't afford when playing a card. So in this case, that 1 gold will fill in for the food I'm missing. Checked him down, and I'm going to take a swing at this scout. And my goal is to kill that scout before he gets back to his encampment, because I don't want the raiding party to know where I am. Okay, let's grab these berries. That's a nice 3 food. That's cool. I've discovered another village. I have to decide now, do I want to expand Marseille, like out to here, towards that wheat, or just keep feeding it? I think I'm just going to dump the food in. There's not loads of resources near it. I'll get another settler soon. I'm just gonna level it up and keep it kind of tall. And I'm gonna play survey, which gives me loads of plans. And move towards here. There's a level for my scout. I really like Sender, just because you can get a great view, you can scout out a lot, and then because the scout has this adventurous trait where he gets XP for exploring tiles, when you get a good view of lots of new tiles, you get a lot of XP. So I'll do that. And do I want to spend gold to keep playing cards? Marseille's not about to level up, so the gather's not super useful. Not about to get a production level, so I'm going to chill for now. I do have one plan going to waste, but yeah, it's not a lot I want to do with it. I'm going to wait for now. I'll just waste that. That's okay sometimes. Oh, no. Actually, that was a mistake. I could have moved my warrior back. Now that I have this guy here, I'm actually thinking I might just be aggressive with this guy. I'll leave him over there and just start hitting their scout. There's that scout I hit earlier. Oh, and actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to catch him. What's in my draw pile? I do have a survey and a scheme. 2 schemes. So there's good odds of me hitting one of those if I draw. I am going to use this pickup mechanic here, which is kind of new, where I can pay labor to draw a card. So let's do that. And I got exactly what I wanted. Let's go. Drop that, move here, and take out that scout. Let's go. Level up for Jonah here. Let's see, what do I want to get? I'm gonna take Zealot. It would be nice to start racking up some faith as I get kills. And actually, I'm gonna be cheeky again and clean up that village over there. There's another village. I'm gonna take condition so that my scout's a little bit more mobile. Okay, haven't found any other barbarian encampments yet, but I am exploring a lot, which is good. Okay, I have one more labor, 1 food, some gold. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to play this settler. And the question is, where do I want to settle? I think I really like this over here. There's a salt and 2 animals, horses and sheep. So let's go towards there. And because I upgraded that card, she gets a level. This is kind of funny. I just added this. I let the settler have access to Sender, so she can climb mountains now. Oh, and actually I forgot this guy has Sender now. I should stick him on the mountain up there next turn. So this is new. I'll show it off over here when I get there. It might take some time, but it is cool. You can create cities on top of mountains. So I'll send her over there. This scout, he's not harmful. He won't attack my settler or anything. Feel like I was... Oh, I didn't see what happened. Oh, that's not the guy that I was fighting. I lost my target over there. Yeah. That's all good. We can come back to that. I have 3 labor right now, so I'll show you a cool little trick. I have right, which gives me 6 science, 2 for each card in my hand. I'm going to pay 1 labor to draw another card. And now this will give 8 science because I have an extra card in my hand. It's a nice little move you can do. Let's do astrology. That's a good one. It's gives us access to speculate, which basically lets us pay faith to gain science. Can't quite reach. I'm gonna get a good view of the surroundings. Okay, there we go. And actually, it's good that I sent my warrior over here because there is an enemy camp there. Wish I had more resources to keep playing stuff, but alas, no. That's all good. I will get him next turn. Start smacking on this guy. And I wanted to settle over here. I'll show off this new mechanic though. So if I play survey, I can put her on the mountain and settle on the mountain, which is pretty cool. And actually, this is new as well. Bombard. It's a facility. Facilities are like skills for buildings. That's also new. It just lets the city attack. So if there's anybody nearby, they can get a piece of Vegas. You don't want to know what happened in Vegas. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Let's see here. I want this. And, well, okay, I'm being rash. I'm just moving. I need to chill for a second. Oh, I forgot to say, though, because this is on a mountain, enemies can't capture it right now. Like, there are ways that things can gain the ability to climb mountains, but barbarians don't have that yet. So, for now, in this demo, Vegas is just chilling on top of the mountain, which is pretty funny. So I don't really have to worry about protecting it. Okay, he already attacked this turn. I have a labor, I have a food. I want to play feast, but so this is good value now that I changed how this works, actually. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. So it used to be that the only way to give growth to your cities was to play a card, I think it was feast, and target the city that cost food, and it would give food to the city, give growth to the city. Now you can click on the city and directly give it food, which I think is a lot more flexible, and it solves a design problem I was having, which is that you ended a lot of turns with lots of food left over, which felt kind of bad. So now you can always dump your extra food into your cities. But I didn't want the feast card to be useless, right? So its role had to change. Now it's a card that gives growth to all your cities. So once you have 2 or more cities, the value really starts to add up. Especially in the mid game, it starts to really get good. Okay, so what am I doing here? This guy can. Oh, nice, got a level from my grindstone again. I'm gonna draft again, and I need faith right now. I don't have enough faith. Prey is expensive, but I want it in my deck because it can become a nice engine for faith. And I will take method. Method is going to give me a level because this is new as well. I added counters here. You can see how much science or production you need to get a level. So I will pop the method here, gain a level. And mining is nice because we have a mineable resource in our territory. So I'll grab that. Oh, not quite yet, actually. We need to expand to capture. Now we have a mineable resource in our territory. And as soon as I get some more labor, I'll be able to put that mine down. Okay. I've been spending a long time on this turn. I think it's time to keep it moving. Let's send that guy over there and we'll call it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get some faith because I want to play speculate. Boom. Just what I needed. Let's speculate. That's good. And let's drop a Stargaze. The scout discovered our city. So I'll show off this new bombard ability I was talking about. Hit him for some damage. I still need to juice that with like I want to have it shoot a little arrow out and have a nice impact particle and stuff, but yeah, I'll add that later. Okay, this guy, I'm going to have him chase down that scout, and then he can pick up the village on the way. And this should be a kill. Which should give me faith, right? Because I think I took, yeah. I took zealot. So that's nice. I got some faith from that kill. Clean that up. And then there's another barb camp up here, so I guess I'll send him over there. Oh, 1 food. Good thing I added that reminder. And let's start beefing up Vegas. Another barbarian has discovered our city. Oh, what to take? So this is new. I kind of changed the pyramids, so they'll let you draw an extra card each turn. The thing is, they have to target a desert tile, and you can tell that because I added this convenient tooltip, the targeting ribbon. So I don't think I'm kind of in the north. You can, or the south. I'm not sure. One of the poles. You can tell because there's tundra here, and the desert only appears at the equator, which is up here. So I don't know if I'm gonna make a city over there in time before the era ends and the demo ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose something else. Let's do Spearman. Spearman is cool. It's a strong card. They're really good against mounted units, but they're also just good. So let's chuck one of those down. Oh. And we can... Wait, does this guy have low health? Yeah. We can clean up all these barbarians. I'm being really proactive about cleaning up the barbarians because they are smarter in this update than they were before, like much smarter. And they're pretty aggressive. So if the scout gets back to his encampment, they will send a raiding party to destroy your city. And you can lose now that way. So... and I plan to make them smarter as time goes on. I want them to kind of progress through the eras with you, so that they're always a threat. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, I have the sawmill. Yeah, nice. I can show off a building. Oh, that was a little bug. The targeting arrow didn't appear. So buildings now have construction time. That's new. You can see there's a little construction site, and it's going to take 1 turn to build. But I think I'm done with this turn anyway, so let's see what happens next. Okay. Got a production level again. Let's upgrade Survey. It's just such a strong card. So many plans. So good in the early game. Buildings, as I mentioned before, they have what are called facilities, which is basically a skill for a building, or an ability for a building. This one gives you 1 wood. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm collecting some wood, which is useful for building and repairing structures. So that's cool. Let's chase this guy down. Got him. Nice level. He is going to be a strong man. Let's beef him. Let's bulk him up. I'll grab that. I don't need faith just now. Let's take more science. That one kind of falls off. It's not as useful later, but it is useful in the beginning, which is nice. It gives you a good head start. These pearls are new, by the way. I don't think I'll get to play with them this time, just because I haven't really been in... I don't think I've seen any fishing-related techs, but they're pretty cool. If you build a fishery on there, you can get some interesting cards. Okay, so let's get another nice view with my scout. I don't want to get too close to the barbarian camp. I'm going to send him here towards that village. A survey to get an insane amount of plans. Go here. Ooh, another scout level. Let's give him more vision. Crank it up to the max. Oh, this is going to be insane. You ready? This is going to be so satisfying. Oh. Hell yeah. So this is probably close to the equator. There's desert there, a lot of desert tiles. There's loads of barbarian camps over here. It's like a barbarian triangle. But I don't think any of them know where I'm at just yet, so that's okay. Let's level Vegas up with our leftover food. Ooh, nice. That is clutch. That's a rare one. Take the faith income. Actually, okay, so I would take temple, but I want to show off a new thing I built. Even though I can't use it right now. It's called the root cellar. And it gives you food storage. So things like labor, food, and plants, they expire if you don't use them at the end of your turn. The root cellar lets you store food. So if I had leftover food, which I'll show you, do some gathering. I can just chuck food in there and I can take it out whenever I want or chuck it back in. So it's really useful for affording a settler, which can have really high food costs as the game goes on, right? Because the more you use it, the more it costs. Or expanding, right? This cost also increases every time you use it. So if you're expanding a big city, you need a lot of food all at once. The root cellar is really good for that. So I'll tuck the food in there for now. And this is not a good idea to play right now. That's greedy. I don't need to spend gold to do that because I have only one card in my hand. So let's just end the turn, see what happens. And there it is. So this is the classical era tech polis. I unlocked it by researching 6 technologies in the ancient era. So I'm ready to level up and move on to the classical era. But sadly, that does mean the demo is over. So that's it for now. I hope that was a cool little overview and a look at where the game's at now, and like a little bit of a look behind the scenes at some of the thought process that went into the changes. Again, if you think this game looks fun and you have not yet joined our Discord, please do. Link is in the description. And if you want to play, hop in there and send a message in the alpha channel, and maybe I'll give you a key and you can jump on and play. The game is also on Steam now, by the way. Used to be only on itch.io. I do have private keys for Steam now, so it's nice and easy. You can hop on there and play it in your favorite place. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back again soon, before too long, with the classical era update. Really looking forward to that. There's a lot of really cool new mechanics that I've been building that I won't spoil now, but I can't wait to show you. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.